Evening folks, this is BestInSlot. We're back with a little bit more of the Planet Zoo campaign. In the last video we set up Panda Park, we moved our pandas around, we got them humping and such, and in today's video we're going to add 3 new species. We're going to try to get ourselves the gold star. The game didn't actually save, I've had to hop on and power through the campaign. If you know exactly what you're doing, you can do the first 2 stars of this campaign mission in about 4 minutes. It's pretty crazy how quick you can work through it. I've got some visiting players. Oh, I'm visiting myself. That's nice. I often have to play with myself. Right, so let's wow, this is a way to start a video, hey? Okay, so the goal for today's video then is to have at least 18 species in the zoo to kick things off. The game has very much suggested that what we should be doing is finding habitats where the animals can live together happily and bringing in some of those. We're going to do that. We're also going to make ourselves a brand new exhibit as well. So, if I had to wager, one of the animals that would be really good for this is probably the sable, if I can find it. It was in quarantine. It's all up. The sable, the bed's tapirs already got a friend. Sable antelope. Are you possibly happy? Aren't you in like a terrible environment for you? Oh, apparently it's fine. What am I thinking of? I have no idea. So, sable antelope. What we're going to do is we're going to check the Zoopedia, and we're going to check the sable. And we're going to see if it particularly wants to live with anything else. I mean, I'm sure it can live with plenty of things anyway, but some animals are made to live with others, basically. You know, it makes them happy to live with other animals. So, just going to have a quick little peek around. There we go. So we could add in some warthogs, maybe, some springboks, something like that. Let's have a little look at our animal trading list and see what we've got available. Black wildebeest, that was actually one of the ones on the list, so I think that might be what we go for. And the pronghorn, was the pronghorn on the list? You're going to put me back to the top? No, why would the pronghorn be at the top? No, that doesn't make any, that's silly. BestInSlot, stop being stupid. Right, I think black wildebeest is going to be the way to go. I'm going to have a quick little scout around just in case something else pops up. I think we have a winner in the black wildebeest. Obviously, you've got to use the animals we have available to us. So, where are they? Where have they gone? Is that the only one? It certainly looks like it. Yeah, it is. Okay, well, whatever. It's fine. It's the sable, one sable antelope, one black wildebeest. They can have terrifying babies together. Sounds like a sounds like a plan. So, what else do we have on our zoo list? Bed's tapir already lives with the okapi. The pangolin could maybe live with something? I don't know. What else? A springbok. Nothing's going to live with the springbok, right? Actually, the springbok and the Thompsons could go... Wait, no, they couldn't. I'm talking utter nonsense today. Saltwater probably doesn't want to live with the gharial. What we should do is have a look. We've already got a gharial anyway. Let's take a look at these animals and then see what we've got on our animal trading. Did it say Galapagos? Yeah. Could the Aldabra and the Galapagos get on? I'm sure they could. Tortoise party. Everyone loves a tortoise party. Let's make a tortoise party. And then we have only one animal needed and we can go focus on whatever that will be for our new zoo. That sounds like a plan. So let's pop these out. Like so, just popping out a tortoise as you are wont to do. That should push us up to 17 species once the tortoises arrive. And then we have to decide what our final animal is going to be. What is the most exciting? So we've already got the Aldabra, we've already got the birds, we've already got the pangolin. We don't have a black bear. Could definitely make a cool black bear exhibit. I don't think we've got a peafowl. That's less exciting. I don't think we've got a macaque. I'm kind of tempted by the pronghorn. I've never really built with the pronghorn before. I would have liked to do a saltwater croc. We could also do a timberwolf. What are we feeling? I think pronghorn, just because I've never had a pronghorn before. I think that's a pretty good reason to get one. No females, we're just going to have to get like a dude ranch of pronghorns. There we go. Are we up to 17? We are indeed. Okay. Okay. Let me just double check that we don't have pronghorns. I'm not crazy. Species. We're looking for P. P for species. P for pronghorn, actually. Nope. Okay, cool. We're going to build ourselves a pronghorn antelope exhibit. Technically, pronghorn's not an antelope, right? I don't bloody know. We're going to build it here. I think this is a pretty cool little spot. It's got some nice bounciness to it. I love a bit of bounciness. And then we have a little thing. I kind of want it to feel... Oh, this is actually very cool. I didn't notice this gap in the fence. I like that a lot. I should look down into the tapir and okapi exhibit. Okapi, as a certain someone calls it. What is that? Ah, it's a wind turbine! I've never seen the point in the wind turbines. I'm sure somebody can tell me. I'd be very excited. Anyways, let's build ourselves... Is this going to be too big? No, it's a pronghorn. We want them to have room to bound around and be happy, right? And yeah, this exhibit's basically the same size. I think we're going to do something similar to this just to keep the theme going. So we're going to grab our brush. Actually, tell you what, we're going to do the boundary first. We'll just do it all in wood for now, and we'll go from there. Where's the blooming wood? Give me some wood. Right, we're going to cut this right bit off. And we're just going to start going across. Ah, tell you what we're going to do instead. We're going to build it in something that is curvy. I need to be curvy. Give me some curviness. We're going to build it in brick. Now, what you do, top tip, which was admittedly told to me by someone else, if you build, basically some materials in the game can be curvy and some can't. One of the ones that can't be curvy is the wood, for example. The wood by default doesn't have the curvy option, but if you take an existing wall that is already curvy, you can then change it to wood and it will be curvy. I don't know why that's in the game, because clearly they can just make it curvy from the get-go, so why not give us that option? But that's neither here nor there. The point is, we have a workaround. It's a bit silly that we have to have a workaround, but again, who cares? Are you in the ground? Where have you gone? Oh, right, yes, that makes a lot of sense. That's okay. We're going to be knocking this down a little bit anyway. I just want to get the basic shape in more than anything else. These little bloody lanterns are ruining everything, I swear. Get a little bit bigger there, just into the... Nope, I'm looking for a 16. Yeah, there we go, love a good 16. And go straight. Gotta go straight at the corners before you're allowed to go curvy again. And we'll just finish this off. Lovely stuff. We want it to be a good exhibit. The next part of this quest is to get all your animals to like a particular happiness, so it's important that we work on that aspect as well. Okay. Push. Is that going to reveal it for me? Yes, there we go. Oh my god, that sure has pushed. Is that maybe a little bit too much? That's probably a little bit too much. Let's go about mid-level. Let's go about there. I'm just going to flatten this all the way around. I tell you what, actually. Oh god. We'll keep one side... We'll do like a little slanted kind of thing. It's kind of hard to see at the moment because it's blimmin' pouring it down. I come for this game for escapism, not to feel like I'm back in blimmin' Britain. Well, I am. Okay, I'm still in Britain, but... What's with the dirty dirt? Why is my wall covered in trash? Gotta figure that out. Let's go a little smaller here. Oh, that's actually really cool looking. The wall is like the wall is against the wall, right? If that makes sense. The wall is like straight against the land. I don't think I've ever done that before. You know what I mean? It's like created a boundary. I actually quite like how that looks. And I even don't mind the dirt. It's like it's grown over a little bit. You know, this part of the park just got a little bit neglected. That's fine. A little neglect never hurt anyone. Let's swap this back to wood. The power of the curve. That didn't work. Huh? Yeah, that one works. Why is this not working? Like, I built this up as a thing, and now it's not working. There's clearly one bit somewhere that's yelling at me, so we need to go bit by bit until we find the offending bit of wall. I've always been offended by wall. There we go. Okay, I figured it'd be down here somewhere, just because this place does look a little bit messy. That's fine though. I don't mind keeping that as brick. I think that looks okay. If that is necessary, see that's okay as well. What about you? Are you a bad boy? Yeah, why can't I change? Terrain too uneven for placement. But I'm not trying to get you to place anything, game. Like, that's not the goal here. I'm just gonna fill in the gap below it. Maybe that'll help. But yeah, I'm literally not trying to get you. I'm replacing you with something that you've already done. I don't know. Yeah, it's like I got annoyed about this in my franchise earlier. I had to move something I'd already placed, and apparently I didn't have the funds to do it. But I already bought it. You know, it just nonsense. Right? Okay, that is definitely somewhere they can escape from. So let's fix that corner a little bit. A little bit less than that. I'm assuming the pronghorns can jump. I'm not sure how much they can jump. That's what we're going to find out. We need to add ourselves a habitat gate. Some lovely staff. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. We're going to use this cheeky bad boy. Look at that. Beautiful. Bet you didn't see that coming. And let's get some glass walls in here as well. Glass along there. Lovely. I'm thinking I kind of want to destroy this wall. I'm going to keep it just because you can barely see it, but the point is that there's no wall right in front of the guests as you walk past. You are just looking down into the exhibit, which is pretty cool. Right, let's get them sent over. Did I not buy them? Am I being a big dumb? Black bears for days. Where are my pronghorns at? There they are. It's going to be a dude ranch. I'm excited. There we go. Let's get them delivered. And then we can look at, you know, making them happy and stuff like that. It's easier to make your animals pleased if they're actually real. Oddly enough. There you go. Meow, speeding along. I swear, the caretakers are
I'm sure you know
the
by
best.
now how to make your animals happy. So you'd best get that sorted before the inspector gets here. Sorry, did I not mention there was an inspector coming? Oh dear.
I have created a god. I'll go back to that in a moment. What is that? Go away. There we go. Happy, happy. Look at that. I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. Cerberus, you know. Ah, I never realised the confetti is made out of the Planet Zoo logo. That's very cool. Cerberus, you know, god in the underworld and all that. No need for that. The four-headed pronghorn antelope. That's the way to do it. Anyways, how do we make this interesting? Actually, first of all, can they break out? That's step one. Can they break out? Let's find out. No, we are good. So, how do we make this an interesting exhibit? The thing is, they're not Asian, right? So they don't necessarily suit the same style of building we've got going on here. I'd like to use something though. I didn't really think about this before I started building the exhibit. The viewing is going to be fairly default. I don't want to just stick it in there. Just because it's a campaign doesn't mean we can't get at least moderately creative. Let's have a look. Let's just set construction to the East Asia. That's what we're looking for. What can we do? Let's have a little peek. What have you got here? Got a pagoda, nature scene, a walled garden. It's pretty nice. I kind of want to use the bridge, you know, but I don't really know why. Maybe we just make like a little garden-y looking thing, have a bridge go over it, have like a little river going through there, have some cherry blossoms and stuff like that. Tell you what, we'll put the bridge in first, just because it's quite small. It's not really American, but that's okay. It's a multicultural exhibit. That's important, folks. We're changing lives here in Planet Zoo. Is that going to work? Let's find out. Yeah, I'd like it to be deeper though, wouldn't I? I think we'd always like it to be a bit deeper, let's be honest. Let's push that down just a little bit more. Go along there. It is really tight fit, but that's better. Cool. Okay, we're just going to turn this into a little thing. I don't really have any plans yet. We'll just going to do things and we'll see what happens. That tends to be how it goes. We'll do things, things will happen. Who knows what will happen? You know, there's no guarantee. That is way too much water for what I'm looking for. Let's bring that in a little bit, like so. And then let's grab a thinner one and bring that down to the south end over here. Then go thinner again. Something like that. Gonna work? Nice. Okay, we've got a bridge. Good stuff. I don't know why I struggle so much in campaign compared to, you know, in franchise. I like to think I've got some pretty creative stuff going on, and then you stick me in campaign mode. I'm like, you know, whatever. It's fine. Okay, we're just gonna stop there. I don't want to go nuts with it. I was just building and I remembered there's an item in the East Asia thing that I've wanted to use for ages and hadn't really ever thought of an idea to use it for, so I started to build towards it. And what we're going to use is the bell. There's a massive, really cool bell that, like, I'm thinking, when am I ever going to use this? Well, now, basically. There we go. It's a bell tower. I don't know why the pronghorn antelope lives in a bell tower, but it does. Deal with it, society, okay? Alright, good. I'm also really tempted to like put these going along there or something just to, I don't know, give it a bit more va-va-voom. I love a bit of va-va-voom. Who doesn't love a bit of va-va-voom? Nerds, that's who. And this should, in theory, be something we can do super quickly. All we have to... Look at that pattern. That is really cool looking. Don't know why this barrier is like permanent. I don't know what's going on there actually. Why have you... I don't understand what's going on. Okay, never mind. Never mind, I didn't want to do it anyway. Oh, it's because it curves. What am I on about? I'd have to manually place it all the way along. So let's make sure these are going to be some happy pronghorns, shall we? To that extent, that was not the word I want to use, we need to do some vet research for our pronghorns as well. Just make sure they're going to be okay. P is for pronghorn. Tommy is on the pronghorns. So, plants are actually okay. We're obviously going to mix that around quite a lot, though. Habitat. Pronghorn. How are we doing? Pick up a penguin. Pick up a pronghorn. Got a grazing ball feeder. Yeah, we just need some toys. Eh? Sweet. I mean, those are some happy-ass pronghorns right there. I still want to decorate the exhibit a little bit, because I can't help myself, but we could, in theory, leave it alone. They're pretty chilled. Only just, it must be said. This is just about big enough for them. But it's big enough, and that's all that matters. Right, so biome. We're going grassland and temperate and North America. I don't believe I've ever built with North American... Okay, I mean, I built with a beech tree, but I'm pretty sure you get beech trees in Asia as well. I don't know why I was going to say we're going to... Oh, you're a big boy. Do I want the big boy? Yeah, maybe there. Yeah, little boy. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get some reeds in and stuff. I love these. Where do I want them, though? Don't want to put them everywhere, because... They look, the bulrush reeds and the other reeds, they all look really cool, but I feel like I've seen a lot of people cover their entire pond with them, which I totally get, because that's maybe naturally what you want it to look like, but to me it always looks a little bit over the top. They just stick out in a slightly weird way to me, so I like to be quite limited with them, really. Sink them into the ground a little bit over time, just the idea that, you know, this bit on the far right is where they've really grown, but over here to the left are a little bit more... I mean, even if it doesn't necessarily make sense, that's not the point. They just look a little bit tamer. They fade out a little bit more gradually. I don't actually like how that looks at all. I hate how that looks. But I've got my beloved bracken back. That's what matters. I must have played with this stuff. I remember the bracken. Good old bracken. I love anything bushy. This episode's just full of them, isn't it? It's not even on purpose. There isn't many bushes in this game, so it's really cool when you get to play with a bush. I'm just going to lean into it at this point. Do not love the carpet moss, but carpet moss deserves to be part of our family, you know? It's here. It exists. It's earned its way into Planet Zoo. We cannot neglect it just because I'm not a big fan of it. That'd be mean. Got some Dutchman's breeches. I've always wanted Dutchman's breeches. It's been a lifelong fantasy of mine to own a Dutchman's breeches. I am... slightly curious as to why I like this stuff. As to why a plant is called Dutchman's like a North American plant, especially it's called Dutchman's breeches. I'd like to know. I'd like to learn that lesson. Love these rose bushes. One of my favourite items in the entire game. These. Dot those around. Gives it a nice. Yeah, love these things. Love them. Do you not have power? Oh, okay, we're gonna stick a cheeky little. Why not? Eh? Why the devil not? Where's my utilities, transformer? I'm just going to stick that in there. Let there be light. Yeah? Yeah. Nice. It's cute, right? Hey, it's cute. Oh, green screen. Here it comes directed out. I just want to get a little screenshot. Just in case it ends up being the thumbnail. I love these bushes! Urgh. It's my love for bushes, and it's a really cool bush. So it's not even just like a bush, it's a cool bush. It's even rarer than a bush. Now, I don't love the bulrushes usually, but I think they look quite nice in the light, so I'm going to stick a few of those in around. But dead trees, can't go wrong with dead tree. Maybe some even common reeds, you know, they're playing together. It's like a... Like I said, this is basically the pronghorns. They're like an exchange student from another zoo. So to that extent, we also want to be mix and matching our plants to give it that exchange student feel is what we're going for. Does that make any sense? Just say yes. Just roll with me on this, okay? Quite like the holly trees as well. Oh, that one's too small. So many plants. I'm worried I'm actually going to go too far. I'm going to annoy them, but I can't resist. I really want that in as well because that looks so nice with the lighting. Just got to put a couple more. You can't just have one big orange tree. You got to have a few to make it blend in a bit better. That's really cool. Yeah, I like that. It's pleasant, is how I would describe this. Pleasant. Are we happy still? I just need you above like 80%. Yeah, 91, we're fine. Cool. Right, so that is our pronghorn antelope exhibit. It's nice. I'd like some lights here in the... I'm just going to do that as well. Again, not necessary, but why not? Let's get some lights up here in the inside of here. Just oil the sides. You know, some dude's got to climb up there and ring that bell. He deserves to be able to see what he's doing, at least a little bit. I like this because it's still got that, very much got that Asian kind of feel to it, right? But it's using North American plants. It's fusion. It's fusion cuisine. I'm not even going to put any rocks in. I'm going to resist. So, our goal then is actually to make... Oh, okay. Our goal is to get every species up to 90%. Jesus, that's actually fairly insane. Well, 91 for those, so they're just above. Animals, welfare. Who is the lowest? My Aldebra. What is wrong with you, Francisca? Social. Animal is distressed and trying to hide. I can help with that. There you go. So, the flamingos clearly have some problems. Let's go find out what's wrong with the flamingos. It may be too many. I think they've bred quite heavily. No, they need enrichment. Okay, we can do that. Let's hook up our flamingos. I spent the entire day already dealing with the bloody flamingos in my franchise, so not a problem. What do we need? We need species food and we need the other one. Okay, we need this because this thing is awesome.
Looks like you've got everything humming away nicely.
Okay.
Well done.
Thanks.
Oh, well, it seems that with our new pandas and other species, we've attracted lots and lots of new guests. Let's work on making sure those guests are kept happy. That means making sure they have great views of the animals, lots of places to buy food and drink, and, well, lots of places to get rid of food and drink. Toilets. You should think carefully about where to put your guest facilities, though. For instance, don't put all of the food shops in the same place. Just look at how the guests are distributed around the park and put your facilities where they'll be needed the most. As long as you remember to pay attention to what the guests are thinking, you'll soon have a handle on what everyone wants.
Not a problem, Nance. Place buildings to increase guest happiness. Place a chief beef. Place a cosmic cow milkshakes. Place an information center and a toilet block. So what we can do is hop into this. Guest needs. We can check hunger. Who are my hungriest guests? And they are in this rough area around here, I guess. And thirst, yeah, roughly maybe up here for thirst. Yeah. Okay, we've got some thirsty people up here. Let's grab them a what was it? Cosmic cow milkshakes. There you go. Okay. Oh wait. I'm just gonna put the shell on first. Because why not, you know? We're here, we may as well lean into it, right? Turn off that. I love that sound it makes. Oh, I just want to hear that again, really, in reality. You ready for this? You ready for some cosmic cow? Is that the right way? Ready? Amazing. I love it. Okay, yeah, whatever. Chief beef. Who wanted a chief beef? Let's have a little look. Set that to hunger. It's maybe over here. Is there room for a chief beef? Can't see a bloody thing. Not really. We'll stick it here. There's really not much room in the park. So, same thing again. We're gonna get a shell. Gonna just latch that on around there. Gonna grab the beef of chief. The chiefiest beef. The beefiest chief. I don't know what we're gonna call them.
Tasty.
Tasty. I love it. Alright. We also need information center. Who requires information? That's not a thing, apparently. Okay, that's fine. People are loving the chief. Loving the chief, they are. Okay, facilities. I'm just gonna chuck a big one in over here, because why the hell not, basically. Info. Oh, pip shot water. How interesting. Info, there we go. Give that a little rotate. Stick that down there. Lovely. Let's get a nice matching path as well. See this one? No. Is it? No. No. That one? That one. Okay, come on. Why are you possibly obstructing? Go away. There we go. I will fix this. Okay, give me a minute. Give me a minute. No, this will work. This will work. You know what? They didn't want to go that way anyway. It's fine. And we also need, I believe the last thing we needed was a toilet block. I think that's something we can check though, so. Who requires the toilet? Do you? You do! You really need the toilet. But you're in the toilet. Right, so we're not putting it in there. These people. These people are in desperate need for the facilities. Let's get them some toilets stat. ASAP pronto. Look at those little staircase toilets. Why not? Look at that. Fancy. Bam. There we go.
Sounds like the inspector's almost here. Now, I fully expect you to pass with flying colours. Anything less, and I might have to organise a little job exchange scheme for you with whoever's mucking out the pandas.
Nancy, I'm running like 7 zoos right now. Can you give me a little bit of a break? I will say, I really like this zoo. The area around it is beautiful. Look at that. I'm quite excited to build it. I think this is Asian temperate, and I have Asian temperate on my list of franchise zoos that we're going to be doing. So yeah, pretty excited about this one. I wonder where's the... There's a little farm in the hills with a little macaque. Cute. What am I doing? Okay. Tell you what then. Let's get Speedy. It's a really nice zoo. Honestly, it's my favourite of the bunch, and I've seen some of the more complex ones, like say the Indian one, and this is still my fave. And I think my exhibit blends in quite well. I think it's nicer than this one. Although this one does have this thing, which I like a lot. Okay, I take it back, this one's better. Everything's better than mine. But still, it's campaign. What I do need is a lovely pronghorn antelope. I'm just going to call it... Look, it's called a pronghorn antelope in the game, we're going to call it a pronghorn antelope. Deal with it, YouTube. Really good thumbnail. So, add filter, green screen. Look at that. If you're not using green screen, you're not living correctly. It is incredible. It's the best thing. It really is. Just grab another one just in case. Oomph! Look at that. Even bring it in a little bit. Get rid of more land, hopefully. There we go. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just gonna hire a keeper. Or just chuck a couple keepers in. That's the worst that could happen, really. Keep her his own room. Good stuff. Filthy water. Everywhere else looks... Oh, we're going to need a filtration system down here as well. Just in case. I don't know how long this... Gonna connect at any point, or... There we go. I don't know how long this is going to take. The inspector. Is it going on? Oh, it's still going on. Okay, what are we looking for? We need 2.5. I mean, we've got 5, 5, 4, 4. We are not going to be in problem. They're just heading to see Go Wowie, my new panda exhibit. You should be able to check them out. They're in here somewhere. There they are. Meow. What are you feeling, Inspector? She looks impressed. She looks like she's having the time of her life. She looks like she's about to murder every small child who gets in her way. She looks like a movie villain more than anything else. Actually, tell you what, she looks like that really strict person in the film. You know, she's barking orders and she's strict with the kids and all that, but when it comes down to the crux, when it comes down to the end of the film, when it comes down to when she's needed, she's got a heart of gold and she steps up to the plate. And it turns out she loves kids and she loves everything.
Goodness, you know, I really can't believe just how much you've come on during our time together. It goes to show, Bernie's got a keen eye for talent. Oh, and speaking of Bernie, he's not finished with you yet. He's got a new job for you in Canada. I get the feeling that you'd best pack a warm coat. Oh, listen, it's been wonderful getting to know you, and I'm sure we'll meet again. But in the meantime, good luck.
I have a feeling my beloved Nancy's not coming to Canada with me. I don't want to go to Canada at the best of times.
Smiles on the faces of all of the guests. That's a real testament to the hard work you've put into this place. And if anything, I hear the animals look even happier. Although, in all honesty, it's hard to tell with the pandas. They're so, enigmatic. I'm told that Lin-Lin's quite the character, though. Oh, she's really been a hit with the visitors. You could even say the business is bam-booming. And, fingers crossed, we might even be able to feature pandas at some of my other zoos, now that you've shown everyone we know how to cater for their welfare. I shouldn't be surprised, though. After all, you've become a very capable trainee zoo manager. I suspect there isn't a single task I could throw at you which you wouldn't handle with aplomb. That said, I think the next one's gonna be a bit of a curveball.
I'm excited, Bernie. I'm excited to see what you've got in store for me. So, we will be back. Probably not tomorrow, probably the day after instead, just because I feel like I'm neglecting everything else in the world because of Planet Zoo. But we'll be back. Oh, look, we have a little stand in the building. We'll be back very, very soon with the next part of the campaign. We're going to move on to Mission 4, which is the first mission that is not listed as a tutorial. So, hopefully, less instruction, more go do whatever the hell you like, basically, which is kind of what I'm looking for. So, until that time comes, thank you so much for joining me, folks. I'll see you, lovely ladies and gentlemen, in the next episode. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.